How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit about some stuff here in the shop, some concerns of mine with different vehicles. If you have any questions, please feel free to write in the comments below. Yeah, let's get to it. So if you're new to the channel or if you haven't seen any of my videos, first off, go watch them. I love to send it. I love to go big. My favorite RC car of all time is the Traxxas X-Max. Obviously, it's in most of my videos, and it survives pretty much everything I throw at it. What's going on, guys? How you doing today? Thanks for tuning in. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, the X-Max is my favorite RC. I have a lot of RCs, and I'm a basher. That's what I do. I have big ramps, and I just send it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Moses' RC. Thank you guys for that. I do appreciate that. Oh, you got the EXB chassis. Awesome, man. The Outcast 8S EXB really has held up. From what I've done to it, I've been very impressed. I had the previous version, RTR, and that thing, it gave me a lot of trouble. But this new EXB is awesome. So, yeah, EXB chassis, good choice. I think that's a definite upgrade for the Outcast. And Arma has done a good job. Some people obviously don't like the truck. I get it. It's, preference. But me, I love it. I think it's great. But anyways, yeah, so this is my X-Max. A lot of people have asked me about the build, what I have going on. It's pretty simple. It's not what you would think. I don't have the big gigantic motor in there, the 800 kV. I don't have a Hobbywing Max 5. The setup I run, it's light, it's efficient. It's just made for sending it to the moon. And I kind of want to share that with you guys. So what I have in here is a Hobbywing Max 6 ESC. I have the stock motor, gearing, a 24-tooth pinion. I think it's a Robinson Racing. I'm not too sure. It's been in there forever, but any 24-tooth pinion will work. 46-tooth spur, and this thing is set to a max 4 punch. That's what I like to run it on. 5 just a little hot. I do have the RPM hubs in there with the bearings, the oversized bearings, and the RPM captured hinge pins in there. One of the mods that I did to this truck, see here, is, I'll show you guys. So that annoying X-Max slamming the ground sound when the drive shaft bends up and looks like this? Yeah, we all know what that is. We hate that. So that's the biggest weak point of this truck is, when the truck slams on the ground and you get that sound. You just hate that, and eventually it just snaps off and you got to replace it, right? What I did, unlike some people where, you can buy that thing off eBay where it cuts it in half and it's got a little bearing deal. Hey, what's up, guys? Wheaton Sons in the house. All right. Cool to see you, man. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Big Head RC, you're awesome, bro. Yeah. Hang on here. Let me see who else is on here. Man, a lot of you guys are tuning in. Sweet. So, but anyways, yeah, in my vids, I kind of discussed that. But really what I do to eliminate that problem is just take a fresh drive shaft and just cut it up. I like to do it in 3 pieces, It doesn't have to be perfect. Just take a hacksaw, put it in a vise, boom, 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 right? If you've got the extra little spline deals, you know what I'm talking about, that comes with the drive shafts, just piece them in there with it. That's it, guys. It works awesome. When I first tried it out, I thought, it's probably not going to last. It's going to, break off and all of that. I've been running that drive shaft for like 7 months. So if you own an X-Max and that's a problem, don't buy the thing off eBay. Don't get the little thing and spend $60. Just cut the thing up and put the splines in there. Promise you, problem solved. Because I had a lot of people asking about that. That's why I bring that up. So, y'all have any more questions? Does anybody have any questions about kind of what else I do with the X-Max. You know, are there any guys that just want to know? You know, it's pretty basic. A lot of people wonder why I run the stock servo, because the stock servo, you know, it kind of sucks. It doesn't turn too good. The reason why I run a stock servo on the X-Max is because I'm so hard on this thing. It's not even worth putting an expensive servo in it. You know, it's just like, why? And I'm really not into turning with this thing so much. Yeah, it turns, but some people wouldn't like my truck. It's not turning good enough or whatever. I'm just sending this thing. I'm hammering the ramp 60 miles an hour, triple backflips. So the stock servo works fine for me. And I haven't had any issues with that. One other mod that I've done. How do you like the copperhead tires? Yeah, Frank. Okay, so the copperhead tires are amazing on this truck. Absolute upgrade. You have to do it. A lot of people ask me, oh, how do you get the tires to fit? It's super basic, guys. I don't know if you see that. There's a little washer right there. So I can hold up the truck for you. There's a washer right there too. These are just homemade washers that I had at the house that I drilled out just to fit that 17 millimeter hub on there. So what happens is when you put the wheel on, you put the washer on, and it just levels it out kind of. It takes all that slop out of there, and you can tighten up the deal, and yeah, works pretty good. These tires are awesome on the X-Max. Way better than stock, way better than Proline. They're light. They balloon just right. They last a long time. Highly recommend the Creighton 8S tires on the X-Max if you can do it. Let's see here. Other than that, guys, the X-Max is... Oh, I do run the HD arms. That's a must. You know, the stock arms are a little weak when it comes to extreme bashing. HD arms on the X-Max is the way to go. This is the first. I've tried out these atomic RC steering links. You can see the green anodized there. And I thought, I don't know, for my bashing style, because that adds weight to the truck and might cause any breakages. But no, I haven't had any issues with that. So I actually like that upgrade. It hasn't caused me any trouble. Let's see here. What else are you guys saying? Awesome. So I also wanted to bring up something else. If just get off the X-Max here. Moving on to the Losi DBXLE 2.0. This truck is a lot of fun. I kind of want to point out some stuff. Throw this over here. That I've noticed with the truck. Maybe you guys have some ideas. Give me some feedback. So this thing's like 50 pounds. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's heavy. It's way heavier than the X-Max. Can we get a blueprint of the death ramp? Yeah. Well, my measurements aren't perfect, so y'all probably laugh if I had a real blueprint. But what I want to do in the future is kind of put a video out showing you how I built it, which would be cool, right? Just to show you like what I did. And, you know, you could go off of that. We can measure it and all that stuff. But the poor death ramp in the condition that it's in, yeah, it really is about to retire as a death ramp. It is. It's about to go. Yeah, so I've had some guys comment in my vids, the death ramp is eventually going to cause a death rig because it's going to fall apart. Y'all have seen it doing wheelies and wobbling when the Outcast hits it or the X-Max hits it. Yeah, the death ramp it's on its way out, so I'm going to have to build a new one. But I will do that. I will make a separate video when I do build the death ramp and just kind of show you what I did. You know, it's not perfect or anything like that, but my main goal was to just build this massive ramp that just boots it way up in the sky. It has wheels on it. I could roll it around the street, and under $100. You know, I was just going for something pretty cheap. I actually built the death ramp, $95. So that's quite impressive. You see ramps online. I think, what is it? What's the name of that brand out there? It's not. I'm trying to think. They build all the bumpers and stuff. Oh, how can I say that? It's on the tip of my tongue, guys. It's like Tombstone RC or something like that. They have a ramp. It's like $200, and it's tiny. A tiny little thing, and people are buying it. I'm like, come on. Just build your own ramp. But anyways, here's a question, guys. I have found a few weak points on this Losi. that I kind of want to bring attention to. Just this. So I really like this truck. I like the way it looks. I like the size. I like the way it handles. It is super cool. I actually picked this thing up at my local hobby shop in Corpus Christi. It was on the showroom floor. When I saw it, I fell in love with it. I was like, Brock Diesel kept telling me, dude, you got to get the Losi, man. You got to do this and make this thing happen. I'm like, yeah, okay, I will. But when I saw this thing in person, I was like, man, I'm just going to pull the trigger on that. Hey, RC next Tuesday. What's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome over there. Bashing it hard. Everything's going good over here. It's been raining all day. So, I just got off work recently and can't run the RCs. I thought, man, why not? Why not throw a live on here and let's just talk about it? So glad you're on here. But anyways, so I saw this truck and I said to myself, man, Brock was right. This thing is impressive. Just the size of this thing, it just almost dwarfs the X-Max, just in general size. And it is heavy. It's got some weight to it. This thing's a beast. It's a monster. But I found some weak points. And yes, I'm hard on stuff. I have bashed the living hell out of this thing. Sent it into a telephone pole. It's gone off of skate parks, and nothing this size should be 50 feet in the air and doing that kind of stuff. I've even backflipped this thing off the def ramp, which is crazy. Oh, you had a lot of rain there too? Yeah, I know. Rain's the death of all RC. It really sucks when it rains. Good time for wrenching, but that's about it, What's going on, Joe? Thanks for signing on, dude. Appreciate you guys. So I just wanted to point out, because, I torture these rigs. I push them to the limits. Show you what I've experienced. If you're a DBXL owner, maybe you've had this happen. This is one weak point that I've had, and I've broken both of the front axle stubs, the right and the left. And this drive shaft on the DBXLE, it's kind of one piece. You can't really buy it separately on eBay, and they're expensive. I think just for one front drive shaft, right or left, with the stub on there, it's like $40. But if you can see that, the drive shaft just explodes right there. I've done that same break twice now. So I don't know if this is just, a freak deal or something I run into, but it's kind of bummed me out, because right now the Losi's down again, and I'm waiting on this part, and I'm wondering if there's any aftermarket deal. Is there something I can do? I'm running stock electronics. I'm running, 8S in this thing, but it's all stock gearing pretty much. Well, actually, I do have the 17 tooth in there, so it's a little bit. I think it comes with a 13. So, but that's it. That's all I've done to this truck. Oh, I have put these wheel hub extenders on there. These are the big ones, the 2 inchers, and I really like them. One other problem I'm having with this truck, which is strange, and I've checked all my settings on my remotes, making sure that the AVC's down. I'm running a Spectrum on there, and all that is trying to keep this thing straight. When I'm hitting the ramp, I've never had a problem with the RC moving real fast, hitting the ramp, keeping it straight. But this thing, it always wants to swerve out off the road, or swerve out of the way. And I'm always fine tuning and adjusting it, and I can't seem to get this thing to hit a ramp full throttle. I have to, really ease into it. It's one of those RCs where it's just kind of all over the place, and that kind of bugs me. I don't know what is going on, but that's my 2 complaints about this truck. Is obviously that the drive shaft breaks pretty easily, and that this thing doesn't steer straight all the time. And so, leave a comment down below if you think that there's something I'm doing wrong. Maybe you have some advice for me. I'd love to hear it. Let's see. Yeah, the DBXL is awesome, man. Oh, another thing I wanted to say to you guys is thank you to all my subscribers. I know that sounds corny because everyone says it, but really, I really appreciate you guys. I have had so much fun making these videos, and seeing this channel just kind of bloom into what it's become. I have destroyed a couple trucks in the making, and I was a total noob and didn't know what I was doing, and kind of just trial and error, just like everybody. But yeah, I appreciate everyone that watches the content, that that enjoys it. So thank you. But yeah, I'll tell you what servo I have running this thing. Maybe it's my servo. I don't know. But I have a eBay special in here, and that could be the problem. It's a, if I can read that, a JX Digital HV servo. And I can put a link in the description down below. It's, it's a good servo. I have it in my Outcast 8S. It was a cheap deal, so that's why I bought it. It's off eBay. It was a 1/5 scale servo. I think it was like $65 and had 80 kilograms of torque. So the thing is kicked butt, but I'm wondering if it has something to do with my servo, or maybe it's the servo saver. It all looks kind of tight on there. I don't see any issues, but another thought I had was maybe it's the hex extenders here. Maybe that makes the truck unstable. So I'm not too sure. But yeah, if y'all have any ideas on that. It just seems like it's just not going straight. Like when I really hammer the throttle, the thing just wanting to fishtail and do that, And no matter what I set the radio to or the settings on, it's just kind of all over the place. It's actually, and this is kind of funny, it's more difficult to drive it on the street, which is really wild, than it is in like loose dirt and stuff. It seems to do better on loose dirt, which is really strange for an RC. It's kind of backwards for me. Most of the time driving on the road, you're going to have most traction and it's going to do better, but not this thing. Oh, JX servos have trouble going back to the center after turning, especially heavy trucks. Thank you, RC Next Tuesday. Hex extensions on all four. Might be that too. Hey, Commander. Dude, thank you for signing on. I appreciate you, man. That vid today I watched from you is up. It's like Kevin Talbot here. The postman showed up. That's RC for you, right? You always got parts lying around. But anyways, dude, that video was epic. Of you sending that thing into the mud pit. That was pretty cool. I'm glad to see it all survived. But yeah, I think this maybe swapping the servo is a good idea. Maybe I should put a better servo in it. And maybe I need to tune down the hex extenders. Maybe these things are just way too out there. You look at the difference here from the steering acronym bar on the hub to the hex. That's a lot of distance. Maybe that's what's doing it. Because I noticed the truck was driving a lot more stable when I first bought it and didn't put this on here. So maybe the first thing I need to do is take these off and see if that fixes the problem. It might. So yeah, dude. Commander, that video was pretty awesome. I watched that at work today, and that sucker is hauling, man. That thing was just screaming, dude. The triple backflip, superb, man. You got my thumbs up on that. So, some more good news. I actually bit the bullet today and spent more money, and I pre-ordered the new Outcast 6S EXP. I just couldn't resist it, guys. I saw the thing. I watched the vid. And I'm like, man, as much as I love my 8S, why not add the 6S to the channel? Maybe do a comparison vid between the two, something you might want to see. And I'm really happy about it. So that's coming. That's something to be excited about. But yeah, that's it for the Losi. Other than that, guys, this thing has been an absolute tank. It has taken everything I've thrown at it. And the only breakages I've ever had was this drive shaft, So that's not a lot to complain about. If I can get this steering thing worked out, I'm going to be absolutely 100% in love with this thing. I'm still working out the kinks with any RC that you're not familiar with. You just got to kind of explore with it. So, but yeah, Dark Side Studios Rat. I love this thing. I kind of want to do that to all my vehicles. It is a little expensive, but man, it looks good, Little off-truck topic. 6X Max driver. Thank you, Commander. Dude, you're awesome. The X Max is just my kind of car, dude. It's It's something I fell in love with. It actually was my first RC, believe it or not, 3 years ago when I kind of got back into the hobby. I say back into the hobby. I used to have a T-Max, so technically that was my first RC when I was just a kid, long time ago, and I couldn't keep the thing running. I blew the engine like twice, and then, you know, life went on. Just a kid, I couldn't keep on. But after my kite surfing career, I was a professional kiteboarder for a long time, and finally quit that and went to work. And I thought, man, I need to get back in the hobby, and I bought an X-Max. And so the X-Max just stuck with me. I just love that thing, and just driving it for 3 years, and I guess eventually you master the X-Max. I don't know. I know there's a couple X-Max drivers out there that is awesome, like happy happy joy guy. He's super good, and you know, seen other vids of guys X-Max ripping, but I appreciate that, man. We got a great RC next wrap on our DBXLE. Yeah, these wraps are sick. You know, these things are awesome. Hell yeah, I love the 6S. Yeah, you know, I'm starting to think, Gary, that the 6S Outcast I might favor it over the 8S. You know, it might be just a wicked machine, just something that's just triple, quad backflips. Who knows? Yeah, the X-Max is legendary. You know, for even people that hate Traxxas have to admit that at least they built the X-Max, that the thing is just bulletproof. It really is. I mean, there are a few upgrades you have to do. You got to pour another $300 into the truck other than stock. But once you get the thing going, I mean, it's just like, dude, concrete slams and nothing can take that, but an X-Max can. Nobody's ever getting my X-Maxes. Any of the rest are negotiable. I feel you same way on that, dude. If I had to sell every RC I had but keep one, it would be a no-brainer. You know, I think a lot of people in this chat that own an X-Max would agree. If you could only keep one, which one would it be? And it would definitely, for me, it would be the X-Max. I would just be sold on it all the way. X-Max, X-Max, X-Max all day. You know, I've owned the Mini Max, which is cool. I've owned the E-Revo 2.0. That was cool. I sold it. I've owned Crate 8S RTR, not the EXB. And that was cool. I really liked it, but ended up selling it to a friend. But that X-Max has stayed with me throughout this entire time. And it still amazes me. When I send that thing at the skate park, when I beat the hell out of it, it just puts a smile on my face every time. There's no doubt that the X-Max is my ultimate RC. What I would like Traxxas to do, which would be amazing, is to make a version 2 X-Max. And I think a lot of y'all could agree. Version 2 X-Max would just be awesome. I think that, you know, they could take some things like the drive shaft issue, where they could build something that's kind of like that. They could maybe make it larger, scale it up. Why not? You know, it's not a true 5th scale. Let's make it a 4th scale. You know, they could do it with the plastic. It's light enough. They could really do something with that. That's really the RC I'm waiting on. That would be a dream for sure. Yeah, widen it out. Good point. It needs a wider stance. That's the one thing that I love so much about the Outcast 8S is that the stance on that thing, it handles so good. It's, you know, it just turns wicked. It's just the machine. You know, as far as driving qualities go, the Outcast wins hands down. You know, when the thing's on the ground, that sucker kicks the X-Max's butt. But once you start getting in the air, that's when the X-Max really wins. And the thing about it is, when I say win, when y'all see my bashing vids like versus this, versus that, it's not necessarily on how performance of the vehicle that I'm looking at. It's which one went home in pieces and which one went home alive. That's the only thing that I'm going off of. And the Outcast 8S EXB has impressed me, y'all. I got to give Arma props where it's due. I thought when I was going to send that thing like the X-Max, I was going to be taking it home in a few pieces. That thing took everything I threw at it. It's still going. I've had a few minor breakages, but very, very little minor stuff like a tie rod end, you know, something like that. So I'm super impressed. And I'm excited to see this 6S EXB knock on the door here. I'm just ecstatic. So yeah, X-Max wide kit like the Max would be a nice option. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And here's something that I've thought about on all the bigger RCs, which would be so nice. And you know what I'm talking about. On the X-Max, on the Outcast, whatever. Well, you got these CVDs or these dog bones like this, especially when they get longer with the wider wheelbase. You know, when you have those dreaded sideways bombers, you know, where the wheel lands like that. I mean, I hate that, but it happens. It's life, right? You have that sideways bomber and your CVD goes just like that, just bananas. Don't you think, you know how like you have those telescoping modular shafts? Why couldn't they make one for the X-Max, not plastic, but like maybe, you know, like a hot racing or an aftermarket deal that's, let's say, aluminum and it's splined. And so when you have that, you know, sideways bomber deal, that the shaft, when the arm flexes, the shaft just goes in itself and it comes back out. It would eliminate these banana drive shafts. Yeah, RC next Tuesday. The 8S Outcast is awesome, man. I love that thing. And yeah, dude, the PZ62. Correct me if I said it wrong. What's up, bro? Yeah, the Max 4S, man, that thing is killer. I absolutely loved mine. So on the one I had, I actually sold it to a friend, but I'm going to do a rebuild. I had the Vitavon aluminum bulkheads. Dude, pick some of those up. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it, you know, because the stock ones, they tend, when you really start sending things, the stock bulkheads, you probably already know. Hey, Brock Diesel in the house. What's up, brother? Dude. So your video, man, I was just like, so it was awesome. That's all I got to say. I'm not a brand basher or anything like that. And I know that you mean what you say, brother. And I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that because you know what we need in this community is truth, bro. We need truth. We need people that are willing to say, hey, you know, this car failed on me here, or this did that to me there. So, you know, props to you, bro. And there's always going to be haters out there. There's always going to be people that, you know, that say, oh, you're stupid and you're not using this right or whatever. But that you have the guts to get out there and speak some truth, dude, that's awesome. So Brock's in the house, man. That's what's up. Hating on Arms. Yeah, where'd you get that baby thumbnail? This is poo-poo. Dude, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Oh, look at this. Speed Psycho is in the house. Speed, you're awesome, buddy. I hear you've got a new vid cooking up where you blew out 3 tires on one jump or something. We want to see it. Is it up? Brock Diesel's got his eyes on that Italian. So are you Brock? Are you going to sell the Mojave EXB? I mean, for Italian, I think it's a fair trade. What do you think? Yeah, everyone is different. We'll have our opinion. Yeah. Not yet. Oh, you still editing, Speed? Yeah. I know, Brock. You've always got your eye on some new RC. Love the vids, dude. Love the truth, man, and just preaching your experience. You know, we all should be able to do that. If I have a bad experience, why can't I say it? You know, Brock, I said earlier, and I'll bring this up. You weren't here. Just bringing up some of my experience with the Losi. I've had a couple hit and misses with this thing. And I don't hate it. I love this truck. I do. But I found some weak points, bro. And this is a problem. Have you broken one of these, Brock? Yeah. You know what that is? That's the front drive shaft with the stub axle on there. I've exploded 2 of these now. So I don't know what's up on that. You know, obviously, Thunder RC, I've been beating the hell out of this thing. But the first time I was just driving it. So it's strange. 5T. Oh, you're thinking about a Losi 5T. Wow. That would be crazy. Yeah, 5T would be nuts. Of course, I don't know a whole lot about gas. I'd probably be the idiot that blew the engine second day. I would make a sick vid, though. I would send it off the death ramp. That would be pretty epic. Oh, King D. Yes, thank you, buddy. So you've broken a one of these front drive shafts, these CVDs on a Losi. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. If it's maybe just the quality of the metal that they're using. It's obviously not hardened steel, and this truck's heavy and it's got a lot of power and a lot of torque. So maybe that's what it is. Haven't found a lot of aftermarket parts DBXLE. One issue I've encountered. So you have encountered it, Brock? Yeah. It's genius, right? Yeah, the little wobble shaft in the X-Max. I sat and thought real hard about that for a long time and figured it out. The problem is solved. Yes, that is an awesome thing to do. If you have an X-Max, go to the shop, get your hacksaw out, and cut that stupid thing up and put splines in it. I promise you, you won't regret it. You can send the thing 150 feet in the air, and you'll never have that, you know. I used to worry sending my X-Max, like, oh, no, there's brand new drive shaft in it. What if it breaks? Just do that. You'll fix that problem. So I'm going to open up the shop here a bit, guys, because it's hot here in Texas. It is just cooking, and get a little ventilation. And it's humid as all get out. But yeah, the Losi has impressed me. You know, when I first sent this thing, I was cringing, like, oh, it's gonna break. It's so heavy, and it took it. If you haven't seen the vid where it flies into the telephone pole, by all means, go check it out. It's hilarious. It rammed into a telephone pole like 3 times. Wasn't on purpose. It's just the way that the ramp set up at the skate park. Okay, Gary Mitchell, what time is it there? Right now it's 7:14 p.m. and here in Texas there's still daylight. In the summer here it stays daylight till like almost 9:15, and it's crazy. In fact, I'll show you what it looks like outside right now. It's been raining all day. As you can see, it's just kind of cloudy, so I haven't been able to run anything. But it's cooler than it normally is. This when the sun's out, it's like heat index of 110. It's brutal here in Texas in the summer. It's pretty hot. Yourself. Awesome. So has anyone else pulled the trigger on Italian 6S EXB or an Outcast 6S EXB? I know the price is just ridiculous. It's outrageous. I'm debating on selling my Haas and my Vortex now that I've spent that money. I know I love the Vortex and the Haas, but I really want to test out that Outcast 6S. What do you guys think? I mean, you think you're going to pick one up, or are you just going to wait a little bit? Yeah, I can't do the price. I know it's outrageous. The $729 for an 8 scale RTR, just because you've got a few aluminum parts on it, it doesn't compute with me. I mean, Arma, come on, why? That's even higher than Traxxas prices. I mean, I get it. The car looks amazing. The body looks better than anything I've ever seen, but it's just a body. You know, it's just a car. It's not a 5th scale. It's and it's the price of a 5th scale just about. So I'm just wondering. Nice. RC next Tuesday. You know what? I think I've seen that video with Elmo strapped to it. the Losi is so cool in the air. It's like a big jumbo jet airplane. Would have liked the roller much better. Big and cool RC. Yeah, I agree. The roller thing's kind of cool, but it is what it is. Hey, the good thing is the RTR, I'm going to get it here, and I'm literally just going to throw a stinking battery in it and just go rip the thing. So I'm stoked on that. I'm not on the price, but I'm stoked that I don't have to do anything to it right off. But I do agree with you. A roller is better. You can do whatever you want to it. Ah, Speed Psycho. You want the Italian? Yeah, that Italian looks sweet. That might be something for me later down the road, depending on how I like this Outcast. We'll see. Too much. I can build an MTC Outcast Italian for cheaper. Ooh, Gary, that's a good thought. You know, I thought about that myself. Where would you get a lot of your parts, you know, like your diff cases and stuff, just off eBay, just be hunting on eBay? I find some good deals every now and then. Support me 100%. If I can't speak the truth, I won't speak. You're not talking. Brock Diesel keeping it real, man. Yeah, we can all rely on Brock Diesel to keep it real. He will give us the real update. That's legit, man. We like real people in the house. We don't like fake fanboys. You know, I'm an RC dude. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care what name is stamped on there. As long as the thing performs, you know, if it performs, if it's durable, that's all I care about. It could be ugly as snot, but if it's tougher than nails and it takes everything I throw at it, then it's top of the list. You know, that's the way I see it. Oh, that's nice, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you, Big and Cool RC. Speed Psycho. You're an Arma fanboy like Brock, huh? Maybe I could join the Arma fanboy team. I wonder if anyone has with Arma has seen Brock's video. That would be funny. Thunder, you heard of the new Proline Masher X tires for X-Max 8S? I saw a thumbnail with Rich Duper Bash with something with the Masher XT tires on his Creighton 8S. Are those the tires you're talking about? Hey, Stephanie Z. Oh, man. Now, this dude is legit. I got to give credit where it's due. Even Thunder will do this to the Stephanie Z. Hey, man. Killer deal. This guy is so underrated. He deserves a lot more attention, man. You know, like 12, 14 backflips with a front flip landing backwards. I mean, you make me feel like I'm still in preschool, dude. Awesome channel, bro. Warner Sleen is legit. Heard they're the same weight as stock tires and are belted. Yeah. Well, Rich Duper Bash preached on them. I didn't watch the full vid, but he said they were awesome. So I'm guessing they're pretty good. I slipped it in. I'm a same boy. I'm so embarrassed. Hey, what's up? X-Tas Fast Stick. Thanks for getting on here. You would kill it with my setup. Yeah, I would be interested, Warner, to drive one of your trucks, man. That would be fun. I wonder if I could get some of those moves down, you know. 4 front flips in a row landing backwards or something crazy like that. Yeah, another thing, Stephanie, that I mean, Warner, that I'm stoked on, that you do all these crazy mods. You're welding all this stuff to your trucks. It's legit, dude. Not very many people do that. Major props, man. Yeah, seriously. We're New XP Outcast. Okay, Gary, I went off of, sorry, there's a mosquito in here. Mosquitoes are terrible down here in Texas. They'll carry you away right now. I ordered that thing off of Horizon Hobbies, so I kind of do that because I got a points build up there. Sadly, I'm a RC legend now, which means that's on their account deal. I've spent way the heck too much money. That's what a single non-married dude, I guess, does. I don't know. But yeah, I pre-ordered it, so I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a week. It could take 2. We'll see. Just kind of a waiting game for now. Go live more often, bro. We enjoy this from our favorite bashers. Thank you, Brock. Yeah. So I'm still learning this YouTube thing. I appreciate you, man. I will do that. I will do that, man. I will definitely go live more often. And if you guys have any questions on here, I'll be glad to answer them. You know, I'm no pro by any means. I have learned how to drive a few things, but that's about it. Job home, y'all stay tuned. Around. Speed Psycho. Yeah, I'd say personally, this is my very first live stream, so I guess it's something to celebrate. All right, Big and Cool RC, thanks for getting on here. Appreciate you, man. Go shred it up out there. Yeah. Let's see what I got here. That's the problem. You order parts, you don't even know what you get because you wait so long and you're like, "Ooh, what is this? I forgot what I ordered." That's me every day. Oh, it's fans. I've been needing some fans for a long time. Fans don't last long on my rigs. You can only imagine. You're going to laugh at these fans, Brock. They're nowhere near your crazy alien WFO fans that lift your car off the ground. I go with some cheap fans because when you send these things 70 feet in the air, it is what it is. But I've got some Racing little bitty fans like the ones Gabe Martinez laughed at, Lone Star Customs, when he was out with me. I also have this guy here. It's a 40 by 40 Racing fan. Pretty nice. So, yeah, got some fans on here. I'll be staying a little cooler. Yeah, Brock, your fans on your X-Max are like helicopter, man. Like, I think you could just hover with them. They're so powerful. Yeah, so I got me some fans. Well, that's good news. Laugh out loud, I have all those fans. Yo, Speed, man. I saw that last vid of you slamming that E-Revo 2.0 into the fence and up the house and the wall. Did that thing survive all that? I didn't think the E-Revo 2.0 was really a beast basher, but you made the thing look like it was pretty dang tough. Did you break anything in that video? Makes the landing softer with the fans. Yeah, I need to try the fans in. As high as I'm sending these things, might save some money. Okay, Speed said yes. Yes, meaning the Revo's a beast, or you actually did break some parts, dude? I like the NH Go Nitro fans. NH. Oh, okay. I have partial real car parts on it. What? Thunder got it. Did you have to put any? It's gold shocks. Okay. Yeah. So to answer your question about the shocks on the Big Rock, put any internal limiters on those gold shocks? Oh, you mean on the actual shaft? No, I didn't do anything to it. I just threw some oil in it and stuck them on there. My E-Revo isn't stocked. I figured it wasn't, dude. You teched the thing out, warped it all out. Well, that thing looks sick, man. You made me look at it twice and go, dude, maybe the E-Revo has some potential, huh? Hey, RC Master, what's up, buddy? Thanks for getting on here. Yeah. Don't buy one. Would I destroy it in a day? Speed? And in 2 minutes? That'd be funny. Yeah. I hear the toe links at the end snap just from breathing on them. I don't know how true that is. In stock form. Thank you, RC Master. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate the love. I'm definitely feeling it, guys. Stoked on it. Too many off-the-wall upgrades not sold in stores. Yeah, I bet. You know, Traxxas really should improve that. If they can build a beast like the X-Max, why can't they build a decent truggy platform that's like X-Max? That would be awesome. You know, I would like to see an eRevo 8S from Traxxas with more of an X-Max design to it. Get rid of the, you know, the tie rods and turnbuckles and make the thing really gnarly looking. That would be cool. I would definitely buy that. Okay, let's see here. Stephanie Z, do you think that freestyle kite surf helped you to control our season in the air so well? Yeah, I do actually. I think that has something to do with it. For some of you guys that don't know, this is my claim to fame here, and I'm not one to brag on myself. This is true. You can. I have another YouTube channel, and it's pathetic. It's sad it never went anywhere. But if you're bored, you want to go check it out. Type in Rocky Chatwell. Google Rocky Chatwell. That's ChatWell. So what I did most of my life, what I'm known for, is kite surfing, and I was very, very good at it. I was 5-time North American champion of the sport. You know, so that's something to be said. I actually went and competed to be world champion. I didn't make it, but I was 4th in the world in 2007. I traveled all over the world, and I did that. So, you know, I kind of am like a gymnast. If you ever watch some of my kite surfing vids, you'd be like, whoa, that dude, you know, he's spinning around and flipping all kind of crazy. So maybe it did have something to do with it. You know, I'm just kind of into that kind of stuff. So instead of tearing my body up all the time, now I'm tearing these things up. And yeah, a little bit of kiteboarding kind of just tied into it. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so that glory story of me being champ and all, it's great. But here's the thing. I loved kite surfing with a passion. It was my life. It's all that I did. And I was top. But, you know, I reached an age where my body started to deteriorate. If you ever watch some of my vids, the landings are so hard, you know, that you would cringe watching it. It's pretty ugly. It's like professional wakeboarding, but we go way, way higher. It's not uncommon that we get 150 feet in the air kiteboarding, you know, in a 30, 40 knot wind. So it's very extreme. It's very hard on the knees. Repeat the channel name. Okay, yeah, speed. Look up Rocky Chatwell. ChatWell. You'll get to see who I am, what I'm really known for, and what I've done most of my life. That was my passion. It was everything to me. I still do it for fun. The problem is that there's no money in the sport. So if you're professional, there's really no future for you, no career. It's a small sport, and it's bigger in Europe. It's not really mainstream here in the U.S. And, you know, to actually make money, you just can't. A lot of the guys I competed with were independently wealthy. They were, you know, daddy's boys. Their dad owned a whole bunch of businesses and stuff. So so it's CHAT. Here, I'll type it up for you. Help you out here. Boom. Yeah, just search that, and you'll see. Just pick on any video. If you want to see something really crazy, it's one of the first videos that pops up, and it says Rocky Chatwell Colossal Megalodon Loop. Click on that. So what that is I actually went out in a Category 1 hurricane in North Carolina. I used to live up there on the Outer Banks when it hit, and I did a gigantic jump. And a mega loop is when you loop the kite. So what happens is, hang on one sec, I'll show you. Let me get my kite surfing bar just so that I can show you what I'm talking about here. If I can find it. There it is. The Haas here. It's sitting up here. Do this one hand. Haas is not a big truck, but for one hand, it little handful there. So we'll come back over here. So, yeah, what a mega loop is is when you jump. So this is a kite bar. Now my kite bar looks crazy because it's all gnarled up. I do a lot of stuff to it for professional tricks, but this is what it looks like, and it has a loop on it, and you hook yourself into it. So what a mega loop is when you go out in a lot of wind and you send the kite, and you go up 150 feet up or whatever. You do this thing called a fishing pole. You bring your hand inside like this, and you pin it like this to your chest, right? So what that does is it causes the kite to loop. Right? So you're still going up, kite's going down. So you get this deal where you're completely over the kite looking down 150 feet in the air. It's crazy. It's an adrenaline rush like no other. If you don't get the kite back above you, just like the RC, man, you're going to slam and it's going to be ugly. But anyways, yeah, if you guys get bored, check it out. That's what I'm known for. Hey, thank you, Moses RC. Appreciate you being on here. Speed, yeah. Appreciate you checking it out. But anyways, yeah, so when I got, y'all are going to laugh at me, but for my sport, 26 years old is an old man. Yeah, because your knees are basically shot from competing all those years and all the slams and stuff. Yo, Rogue Factor, my bro, what is up, man? Stoked you're on here. Awesome, man. Yeah, heck yeah. Thanks for getting on here, dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you watching the vids. I appreciate your content back. You're giving me some suggestions, and man, you're awesome, dude. Stephanie, I appreciate it. I mean, Warner, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I had a great time. I lived my dream with kiteboarding, and anyways, I woke up 26 years old. I didn't have a job. I was living in Mexico on the beach in Baja, and just living the dream. But I came to a sad reality: is I had no money. I had no career. I had no plan for the future. No health insurance. No retirement. My knees were getting shot and wore out, and my shoulders I've dislocated several times. I've had a lot of injuries. I've been knocked out several times. I've cracked my sternum. I've broken my ankles. I've been through a lot. And I'm pretty tough. I'm short and stocky and built like a tank. But the thing is over time, you get slams like that, and yeah, water hurts, guys. It can cripple you. It can be bad. So I woke up 26 years old with like, really, what am I going to do with my life? And moved back home to Rockport, Texas, and actually got a job, which was pretty cool. I was like, all right, whatever. Actually, it's at an airport. It involves aviation, and I knew nothing about it, and I've learned a lot, so that's cool. And I got to get back into RC, which is amazing. So I'm thankful. You bet. No, you're awesome. What's up? That's nuts. Yeah, thank you, dude. Yeah, the sport, what I did was terrifying. So I was an adrenaline junkie at heart, but what you're seeing, that's 16 years of doing it every day to get to that level. And like any sport or any professional athlete, you don't just get there overnight. It takes a lot to get there. Nice double backflip. So, but anyways, yeah, so getting into RC was something I always wanted to do. When I was a kid, like I mentioned, I had that T-Max and I loved it. I couldn't keep the thing running. And I always thought about it like one day I'm going to get back into it and, rip these things around. And when I moved back home and actually got a job and had some money, I remember like my third paycheck, I went through the hobby store and like blew it. It was the best day of my life, getting an X-Max. So. Watching this video, that's pretty insane, Thunder. Thank you, Shade Tree. Yeah, I was a little crazy back in the day. Yeah, it could have went wrong a lot of times. I actually have, no joke, I have some friends that One of them, he's really crippled up. He's done his knees 3 and 4 different times. He's had ACL surgery on his right knee 3 times. You know, he's basically a cripple at 33 years old. Another guy, he's a quadriplegic, which is sad. He snapped his neck at 18, doing the same stuff I did. He just was unlucky. He was in shallow water. And, yeah, he's been that way ever since. So it's very dangerous. But yeah, man, that's the only way to go when you go to the hobby store. Oh, let me show you something here. You're going to laugh at this. Remember when I said I had my first RC when I was a kid, which was the T-Max? Yeah, this was me. This is a photo of me when I got my first T-Max. That is my sister next to me, by the way, holding the fuel like a Traxxas girl. Yeah, that's hilarious. I haven't seen this photo in forever, but I just found it. So that was my first RC, was the T-Max. And I couldn't keep the thing running at all, you know. I was just like a goober kid on steroids. I still feel the same way with every RC. No matter what it comes into the shop, if I paid money on it, I get like, I'm so happy. And think I'm gonna baby it for a day, and then that's it. It's getting sent to the moon. I'm gonna have to get a charger. I should have brought my laptop charger out here. Didn't think, because I am at yeah, my battery's pretty low. I'm gonna have to go get my charger. Let me go do that real quick. I'll bring you guys around here. Let's see here. All right, get the charger over here. Plug this thing in for a sec. Yeah, that T-Max, man. I remember the first time I ripped that thing around, I was hooked. I didn't care if it broke or if it was gas or whatever. It was so cool. It was fascinating to me. Yeah, Rogue Factor. I think I've gained some subs pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I've been trying to get to that 1,000. You know, it's so we're getting there. Yeah, we are. Let me sit over here. This is better. Okay, Thunder. I know I asked before, but how big is the death ramp? Okay, I don't really know. I'm gonna have to speed. I'm gonna have to measure it. It's just sitting outside and it's been raining. But tomorrow, if I get a chance, I'm actually off work. I'll go out there and take the tape measure and get that for you. I really don't have a clue. If I had to guess, it's 4.5 feet tall, and width is like maybe 3.5 feet or something like that. But I'll get a real measurement. Oh, Rogue Factor, supposed to head to Corpus again this weekend. Well, why don't you hit me up, dude? We need to go bash. Yeah. Let me put these here. This chair's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, we need to go bash, man. Hit me up. Oh my gosh, Gabe. Gabe's a character, RC Mast. That guy, he's hilarious. So I had one bash with Gabe, by the way, and we met out here at Rockport Beach. He lives in Portland, and he was like, "So, what are we gonna do?" And I pull out this ramp, and he's like, kind of freaked out, like, "Oh, we're gonna send it." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna do," you know. And anyways, he had fun, but he ended up making his granite like in 2 seconds. So It bummed him out a bit, but whatever. He had a good time. Speech like, I'm making mine bigger. Trying to one up me, huh, dude? Trying to have the mega death ramp. I guess I have to wait and see what you build so I can build something bigger. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm glad I never got a nitro. You know, nitro's a fickle thing, Shade Tree. I have a buddy, if you maybe have seen a couple of my vids, who's really good at it. It's all he does. You know, he has a Losi 8 and he has all these other deals, and he's just an enthusiast. And man, the way he keeps that thing running, it's like better than electric. But he's always doing his Harry Potter magic, do the thing, and I don't have time for that. So, you know, props to him. But for me, it's electric, hands down. Rogue Factor, I would, but don't know how. All right, dude. Tell you what, man. Let me. We'll get in contact. I'll give you my number or something, but we'll definitely go bashing, dude. We'll stay in touch. You said when were you coming into Corpus? This weekend. Okay. Yeah, man. I'll hit you up, and we'll figure that out. Bubbles RC, my man. Dude, thank you for getting on here. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, good to see you, dude. So you asked a question, did my channel struggle in the beginning? Yeah. Yeah, the channel was like non-existent in the beginning. You know, when I first started, it was like, how do I get people to even find this thing? You know, and I'm loading bashing videos. It was getting like 2 views or whatever. And I'd send a X-Max over my house or a car or something like that. And it was an awesome vid, but it just wasn't getting anything. So yes, I did struggle in the beginning, Bubbles RC. So, you know, don't feel bad if you're having trouble, man. I was as low as they go, dude. I had, it's like no one could even find my channel. So yeah, just persevere, just keep posting stuff. See here, I'm reading all this stuff from you guys. Thanks, pimp. Yeah, bro. Just, you know, and what, Bubbles, just to get back with you on that, what I realized is I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not trying to make money out of this. I mean, it would be cool to make enough to maybe fund the hobby. I think that's everyone's dream in this deal. But man, I just enjoy. One thing I really love doing is editing, and I did that all the time, kite surfing, promoting myself kite surfing. And now I get to put the passion in the cars and editing. So that's why I really started the channel, and to share just the stoke. And if you start thinking like that, you know, then the channel will just happen over time. You just got to love what you do. Show my channel, but I need some help. Oh, thanks. Yeah. So just keep persevering. And dude, anytime you upload something, I'll go check it out, man. And I'll try to get people. I'll send, you know, I'll definitely give a heads up, dude. Appreciate you. Speed. Went back and watched your old videos. So epic. Yeah, some of those old vids are, you know, I was learning on kind of what people wanted to see, vice versa. I've always been a basher since day one, but yeah, there's a couple. If you scroll back in the history on some of my old videos, there's a couple good bangers. I do have to agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Bubbles. You know, you don't have to make money off YouTube. It's just fun, man. It's a community. If you make money, then that's a bonus. You know, awesome job. Gabe Martinez, dude, thank you for signing on. Bro, we were just talking about you. This dude can paint some RC bodies like the Sistine Chapel. He's got a gift. He doesn't give himself credit where it's due, but this Gabe Martinez guy, he's got the magic when it comes to painting body shells. Go check his channel out. Go hit him up. He'll do you up right. Oh, you saw strapping the giant ramp to the truck? Yeah, it was like a scene of the Beverly Hillbillies. You know, that's kind of what I was going for. that was crazy. I was kind of scared that it wouldn't make it to the bash spot, really. And you should have seen the people behind me that were, reading Death Ramp. Let's just say I didn't have any tailgaters that day at all. Yeah, Gabe, you're the man, dude. Your stuff's awesome. Every time I look at your deal, you got some crazy paint scheme going on for somebody. So, Bubbles RC Shed. Much love, brother. Thanks, man. You have mercy yet. I'm not too sure if I understand have mercy yet. Uh, I don't know, man. I just sent you an email. Oh, merch. Okay. No, hey, but you know what? I finally got a logo going, if you see on the channel with the lightning bolt and all. So that's pretty cool. I do have a t-shirt place here in town and a place that does decals. I'd have to look and see, maybe I can get some stickers done or something. That would be cool, just to send out to you guys. But no, I don't have any merch yet, but maybe one day in the future.